Good evening, friends. It's Rosalind. Welcome to my kitchen. Tonight we are making rhubarb crunch. And in this bowl is the rhubarb mixture. This will be the streusel that goes on top. So in here we have about 8 cups of chunked rhubarb, and they're about 3/4 inch chunks. There is a cup of sugar in here, although honestly this is about a 1/3 cup of sugar. I don't use the full amount because I don't think it needs it. And a 1/4 cup of flour, and then it calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is my favorite cinnamon in the world. It is absolutely amazing, and recipes to me are a suggestion, not a rule, so I really lay on the cinnamon pretty big time. The streusel mixture does not call for cinnamon, but I put it in that as well, just because. And in here already is a cup of flour, a cup of brown sugar, but again, the brown sugar is super light, so I would say I have probably about a 1/3 cup in there. And a 1/2 cup of rolled oats, so not big on measuring. 1/2 cup of rolled oats and a 1/2 cup of melted butter comes in here. So I'm going to grab our melted butter. There we go, beautiful. Now, I'm going to attempt one-handed, this will be fun, to blend these together, pour them in the pan, and finish out the recipe. I really need to get a tripod for my phone. So there's that. Here is what goes on top. Yummy, oh my gosh. It needs a little more. I don't measure much. So again, just to recap the recipe, this is the streusel that goes on top, and it is a mixture of melted butter, rolled oats, flour, and then I also put cinnamon in it. And over here, this is the rhubarb mixture cut in pieces and dusted with flour and a little sugar, cinnamon. Yeah, that's it. All right. Sorry about the camera work here. I need an assistant. So we're going to spread this out in the pan. Like that. And you want to use a shallow pan. You don't want anything too deep, because then the rhubarb just, when it bakes, it doesn't get crunchy at all. It just gets like, it gets more like watery, which is kind of gross. So you want to make sure that you have a nice shallow pan so it can cook well or bake well. And then this is going to bake at 375 for about 30 minutes. And that butter is just going to melt down over all of that beautiful rhubarb. And the flavor of this is just amazing. It is a little tart, but if you do tend towards liking the sweeter side, then you could just mess with the sugar and maybe put the entire amount of sugar that the recipe calls for. All right, thank you, friends. Have a great night.